Thank you for logging on to the weekly download. Hello, I'm Mr. Andrews.
And I'm Mr. Cotterman.
And here's what's happening on our team this week.
Hey guys, I'm sorry I missed you last week. Really missed not being a part of the new weekly download. I want to give you guys a few updates to start. I want to let you know about the resource we have in math. If your child's ever struggling or you need any extra help when you're home and you can't get a hold of me, they can go into their NC Head Cloud account and they can go into Clever. And in Clever, there's a Great Minds app. And when they click on it, there are a bunch of videos in there for them to watch. That is actually the Eureka experts doing a lesson for what we did that day. So every single video and lesson that we do, you'll have access to be able to watch and to get help. So that could be for you to understand, or it could be for your child to get some extra help if they need it at home. So that's an excellent resource for you guys to use. Also on my Canvas page, every week will be all the assignments we're gonna do during the week. So if you're curious, or if your child's absent, what is on there is what we're gonna be covering. It'll say what we're doing for the Learn books. It'll say what's happening as far as the activities we're going to do, if quizzes are coming up. So a lot of that information is easy for you to access right there inside of Canvas. Next week, we are gonna go ahead and do more rounding with decimals. And we're also going to wrap up our first half of our first module. We're gonna have our mid-module assessment. That's gonna have everything we've done so far, where we're going to be comparing fractions and decimals. We're going to be rounding decimals to the nearest place values, hundredths, tenths, thousandths. Our word forms are gonna be on there, our different number forms. So that's word form, standard form, unit form, and the different things that we've done so far. Your students should also be doing morning work every day, and those sheets can come home at the end of the week and they look exactly the way that our topic quizzes are going to look. And that is also going to help them as a study guide for when we get to the larger assessments like our mid-modules. So I hope that's a bunch of information for you there, and I hope it helps. If you need anything, go ahead and email me. I'll see you guys later.
Hello, fifth grade parents and students. This week during ELA, we're going to be using our informational text, Eco Dogs, and our literary text, which is Rescue from the Dog Whisperer series. And we're going to be practicing writing summaries, our ability to be able to prove that we understand what we've just read. We're also going to be in social studies working towards establishing our classroom countries, which are going to be mirroring the United States government as we develop our understanding of how the United States, our government, works and operates.
Where is Mr. Andrews? He's in the U.S., he's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
So where in the United States will I be this week? Well, we'll get to that in just a moment. But first of all, I want to congratulate all 38 of the students who turned in correct bonus answers this past week. Yes, the correct state was Louisiana, and the state capital, which I warned you about, be careful, was not New Orleans, but Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we know what Hurricane Ida, which was one of our clues, the devastation that it took on not only the city of New Orleans, but also Louisiana and throughout the Gulf Coast South. But also as Ida traveled up the remnants of Ida, up to the northeast, up the eastern seaboard, we know what happened up there in a lot of places in New Jersey and New York and Philadelphia with the flooding. So weather can be incredibly powerful, and we'll be talking about those kinds of things in our weather climate unit in a few weeks. And now for the clues for this coming week. So now you understand that I give you clues, you do anything you need to do to find the capital and that state's name. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this week's state. Now, normally I would have a selfie photo of me and the capital, but this is a state I've never visited before. It's one of about 6 that are still on my bucket list, but I'll get there hopefully one day. I have flown over top of this state though, getting from the state north of it to the state south of it. Well, here are some clues that might be able to help you out. The Columbia River forms a border on the north side of this state, and the Snake River forms over half of the eastern boundary for this particular state. Mount Hood, which is a dormant volcano, is the tallest peak in this state at 11,239 feet. This state is one of only 2 states in the United States that doesn't offer self-service gas stations. In other words, according to this state's law, you must have an attendant come out and pump the gas for you in your vehicle. This state has no sales tax, meaning when you purchase an item, you don't pay an additional amount as a tax. Yay! This state's flag pictures a beaver on its reverse side, and it's the only state to carry 2 separate designs. On one side is the state seal, and on the other is a beaver, and that's kind of topical around my house right now with the beaver dam that's being built, and as I've shown you. And there are 9 lighthouses standing along this state's coastline. The nation's most photographed lighthouse is the Hacienda Lighthouse, or the Hacienda Head Lighthouse. So it has the Columbia River bordering the north side, the Snake River borders on the east side, or most of it, and then there is an ocean on its west side. Boy, I may have just given out way too many clues. Well, you need to have the state's name, the correct capital city for this state, and you need to have your mom and dad sign your answer sheet that shows that they also watched this weekly download.
Where is Mr. Andrews? He's in the U.S. He's at a capital. Oh, which one will we learn about this week?
Let's all have a great week together.